So today's video is slightly different. It's going to be a van tour. There you go, the van in the background, the 2016 Vauxhall Vivaro 1.6 diesel with a Renault engine inside it. I am totally blessed to have that engine inside this van, honest. So yeah, I'm going to show you everything that I've got inside the van that I use for when I go out, do the pressure washing jobs, fascias, gutters, everything that I use, window cleaning, you name it, I'm going to show you it. So let's stop crapping, let's get cracking, let's grip it, rip it, and let me show you inside. Let's do this, baby. So there we go, it is a 1.6 2016 Vauxhall Vivaro van, second-hand ex-BT van, as you can tell with the roof racking on the top. Mileage, what mileage we got on this bad boy then? We got 69,000 miles on it. I bought it about 6 months ago, 5 grand this van cost, no VAT, straight 5k, jobs a good one. Let me show you inside. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, this is the back of the van, and it is currently set up, as you can see, for window cleaning. I've got all my filtration system built inside the back of the van on the tanks. There you go, you can see everything in there. I've also got my window cleaning brush. Inside this bin just here is some spare brushes that I use for fascias, gutters, and I also use that long brush just there for when I do the roof cleaning and I'm applying the chemical on top of that. I've also got some traditional style window cleaning equipment in there from Unger, I think it is, Unger or whatever they're called. So yeah, that's the back of the van with all the window cleaning equipment in. Let me quickly show you. Oh, good lord. It's the Gardner SLX27. There you go. And I've also got an extension for that as well, as you can see, just clipped onto the underside of there. A lot of the equipment, because I was brand new to this, a lot of the equipment that I've purchased, I've gone off of what people have said on like Facebook groups and things like that. It might not necessarily be the best thing to do, but I just put messages out there. I went on the averages. People were saying, get this, get that, get the other. This is a good introductory piece of equipment to get. So that's what I've got. If I find later on that I need to upgrade, I'll just go out and upgrade. It's as simple as that. If I find that it's being a bit awkward and I can't manage it, I'll just sell it and I'll get something else. It's as easy as that, no messing about. So yeah, that's my reel, just a manual wheel, hose, 100 metre hose, that's all the DI. Got my electrical system, everything from my batteries feed into there as well. So if I want to run something else, like extra lighting in my van, I can just go straight into there, come out with the lights, job's a good one. Whilst I've got the back doors open, let me quickly show you what I've done for my pole storage and my brush and my shovel storage. I can take those out just to give you a better view as to what is going off inside the back of here. So this is the pole storage. All that is poo pipe. It's just waste pipe like that, what you'd find in your house. Got it from Screwfix. I think it were about 30 quid for a 2 metre length, something like that. All the fittings and everything were from Screwfix, all the clamps, you name it, job lot, cost about 50, 60 quid, something like that, to do the whole of this racking inside of here, for the pipes, for the pipe holders. They're absolutely great. So I have got a couple of other channels as well. One of those channels is just called At The Tom Richardson, which is my name, and it just goes through the van build. So if you want to check that out, I will put the link in the description below. You can go and check some of my other videos out on that channel. If you even want, you could like, subscribe and hit that notification bell on that channel and also this one. So yeah, check it out and you can see everything how I did that. It's got all the prices on and everything like that as well. So got the pipe holders. I've got a shelf on top of here that has got these steps mounted on that I picked up from a Screwfix. I'll open the side door in a minute so you can see those a little bit better. But yeah, that shelf is absolutely perfect for fitting that onto the top of there. As you can see, got some of these bungees, picked them up off of eBay. Absolutely banging, them bungees. I absolutely love them. So that just stops that from sliding out and holding all that in place. Nice little aluminium shelf. Mate of mine gave me the aluminium for that. He owns a scrapyard, so I went there, got some scraps. So I made the shelf just to sit on top of the pipe holders. As you can see, it is so easy, so simple. It's not even bolted down. I just had to put some tie wraps on because it started moving about in the back of the van. So it's just resting on top of there. Absolutely banging, absolutely free as well. Let's open this side door and I'll show you everything that I've got inside of here. So I've put some of this in just to show you, just to give you an overview as to what it looks like when I have got all my equipment in. Surface cleaner, gutter vac, backpack, my leaf blower, some gorilla buckets, my bags. You can also get bags of sand in here. You can get big buckets of chemicals, big barrels of chemicals if you want. I do have my chemicals down the side of there when they do come in the little 5 litre drums, because they fit absolutely perfect on top of that wheel arch just down the side of there. Got my funnels. We're built-in filters, so you're not got to worry about all the rubbish that's on top of there. Another fire extinguisher, because you can never have too many fire extinguishers. Safety first. Extension cord for my gutter vac, just there. Petrol, shovel. Got my sign, the little base for the sign as well, another few signs. Safety first as well. And we'll just have a quick look on the top of here. So I've got gloves, disposable gloves, disposable safety glasses, got my breathing equipment, ear protection, got some spares as well, some tools and things like that, scraper for the roof. So yeah, got some hoses down here, that's for my X-Jet for when I'm sticking my chemical on. So yeah, oh, let me just show you it back and all. So in this one is, as you can see, I have got my carbon fibre Phantom 35. There you go, and that is for when I'm doing the roof cleans. I've got my little surface cleaner that attaches to that, or I've got my twin nozzled turbo that I can also stick to that as well. On top of here I've got my X-Jet for mixing the old chemicals with. I also use that for rinsing off quite a lot, to be fair. Got a couple of Lancers up there. So I've got a long one, got a short one. One's got my turbo nozzle in, and that I always more or less use, unless it's doing something a little bit more delicate. So if you are thinking about setting up and you are looking at a van, it might be worth looking into getting one of these BT vans, because it has side loading doors on both sides, like that. So you can access both sides. You're not limited to just one side, so you're not having to move equipment and everything to get into it. So here we go, got another Lance clipped up onto the side of this frame that I made, handmade by these beautiful hands. So this is the pressure washer. It's a Honda GX390, 21 litre per minute. I think I paid about £1,800–1,900 for it. I got it from the same place where I got my gutter vac, which were Gutter Vacuum Systems. Great customer service. That's one of the reasons as to why I got it from there. I've been looking all over. It came with quite a lot of equipment. I bought the additional reel holder as well. So I got that with it. That's why it comes to about £1,900. I got the reel holder and the reel and everything came with it. So yeah, personally myself, I couldn't find one, or I found one for the similar sort of price, but the customer service that I got from them were absolutely amazing. And also, whilst you're on, it did come mounted on the wheeled frame. I took it off and I've mounted it on this. I'll quickly go through that in a minute. So that's the hose and the reel that came with a pressure washer. I've just got a 40 metre, I think it's a 40 metre hose. So that's the 3/4 hose. All the fittings I got off Amazon. Got that hose from Toolstation. It's not the best hose, but it does what it needs to do. So yeah, that's the pressure washer I've got. Absolutely brilliant bit of equipment, never let me down yet. There's one thing I don't do though, that it came with, and I've got it in here. I do not use the inline filter. Now a few of you might shit yourself when you see that I don't do that, and you might be jumping straight into the comments going, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that, lad. Well, I can, because I'm going to show you as to why. And it is this. There you go. It's the Sealy inline filter. 2 litre filter, there you go, absolutely banging. They do a small one and a big one. This is the bigger one. It's not let me down, it's not slowed flow down at all. If anything, it's even better. And when you start it up, it does need cleaning out. You can see everything in there that the filter has actually stopped. It works absolutely brilliant. So if you're thinking about getting one, get one. I got it as an experiment. It were about 30 quid. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, I were only losing 30 quid. So and at the minute it's absolutely been banging. It's not let me down whatsoever, not one little bit. Great bit of equipment is that. I also put the pressure gauge on. It didn't come with that. I went and got one of those off Amazon, just chuck that on there, and that tells you your pressures so you can adjust it. So the next thing I've got is these 2 tanks just here, my water tanks. There you go, they are 2 separate tanks. Pressure washer in, window cleaning. I've got valves down at the bottom. I changed all the valves when I bought this tank because I bought this tank off a Facebook marketplace. It was 200 quid. It came with a stainless steel cage as well. But the pipe that was running in there, let's move my drain pipe out. So the pipe that was running in there was just a little thin, might have been 15mm pipe, something like that, with some little push fit fittings. I pulled all those out. I've replaced all them, as you can see, with 3/4 pipe, so it's nice thick pipe, so I'm not getting any slow flow going through. Got all the valves in as well. There's 3 cut-off valves here, so I can turn that off. That'll stop the water going to my pressure washer. That is to divide the tanks. Then I've got another valve at the other end just there to stop it if I need to stop it going towards my window cleaning side of the equipment as well. So you might have worked out that I can use the tanks. I could use the tank just for pressure washer in and open all the valves up and fill both the tanks up and use the water for pressure washer in. Vice versa, I can close all the valves. I can then turn on the water filtration. I can then fill both tanks up, and I can use both tanks then for window cleaning as well. So it is very versatile. Now I know what you're probably going to be thinking, you shouldn't really mix your waters, but I've got valves on here, I've got my drain pipe here as well, so I just connect that to it, plug that onto there. That helps drain all the water out of that tank. Then when it starts filling up, I can just open that up, test the water, make sure that it's reading 00 on the TDS, and then we're good to go. And I've done it several times. I have had no issues with the water at all. I've had no customer complaints. I've tried it. I always try it on my own property first, give these windows a little clean, and I've never had no issues whatsoever in mixing the tanks. The 250 litres approximately. The guy who I bought them off couldn't remember the size of the tanks, but they're approximately 250 litres in either one, so I've got 500 litres inside of there, bolted to the floor, and there's plates all along this side, there's plates along the other side. It is not going to go anywhere. So the frame that I made for my pressure washer, it's all just recycled equipment that I've got, just nuts and bolts. Bit of a Frankenstein's monster, but it does the job completely. Look at that, it's absolutely solid, does not go anywhere. I bolted it to bulkhead, so it's absolutely rock solid. Got both my hoses on, as you can see. Got my pressure washer underneath, fully mounted. I was going to buy a mounted one, but the price was just like an extra 500-600 quid just for the frame, and I'm like, I'm not paying that just for that, just to get a mounted one, the way that I wanted it anyway. Managed to get some scrap bits of steel off my mate, and yeah, just bodged it together, completely free, cost absolutely nothing. So that top shelf up there were free, this were free. It might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but she does a job. So if I ever want to remove this, a couple of bolts on bulkhead, whip it straight out, I can then remount that back on the frame that it came with. That hose sits on top of that, on top of the frame. I'll stick a picture up now so you can see what it looks like, and then I can just stick that on a reel. That'd be out, that'd be done. Ever want to get that out, unbolt it from underneath. In fact, if I ever want to get that out, all I've got to do is just unbolt the bolts there, because the plates underneath are stuck underneath there and they should just come straight out. The nuts were welded on to the plates. So yeah, happy days. That is this side of the van. And I think that's about done. So that's it. That is the inside of my exterior cleaning van. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed everything that I've shown you. If you've any questions, if you've any comments, drop them down below and I will quite happily answer them for you. So that is it for now. Hopefully me and Phoebe will see you on the next one. And also, we have got something very exciting coming that we are going to be launching pretty soon. So yeah, so keep your eyes out for that. So we will join you next time. See you later. Ta-da. See you there. Bye-bye. Bye.